Where is your energy going? Is it going towards social media? Is it going towards these things that ultimately aren't doing anything for you? Or is it going towards things that you know are helping you to improve in one area of your life or another? And for me, for the longest time, I really had to ask myself this question because I initially had deleted all the social media apps from my phone. I deleted TikTok, I deleted Instagram, Facebook. And the thing that I noticed was even when I wasn't on those apps, I was spending so much time on YouTube just watching a ton of videos. And I spent so much time just watching videos and I was working on this online course at the time, and I spent so much time watching videos on like, oh, what should I make the course about? How should I make my videos? Should I make PowerPoints? Should I have some kind of voiceover and do it a different way? And then I realized I was putting so much energy and thought into how to do that thing that truly it became a form of procrastination, because ultimately I looked at it and I was like, wait a second, I would have been so much further along in my process had I just done what I needed to do and not been distracted by, oh, well, maybe I should do this or maybe I should do that. And so really, even though I had good intentions with where I was putting my thoughts and my energy, ultimately it was in a way that it was still a form of procrastination, because I hit a point where I realized I just need to go ahead and start it. And you can do that really in all facets of life, whether you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and you spend weeks just watching a ton of YouTube videos on how to create a YouTube channel, how to start a YouTube channel. But sometimes it's one of those things where you just have to start the channel and just learn as you go. And that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned. And even in terms of social media, I found that because I got the apps back on my phone probably about a month or so ago, and I realized, I was like, wait a second, I need to be a lot more intentional with how I'm using these apps, because otherwise it can be extremely detrimental if I have these apps on my phone and all I'm doing is just scrolling, just seeing how all my friends are doing and all of those things. And while that's all fine, it's extremely important to be mindful of how you're consuming, whether it's social media, or mindful of exactly where your energy is going. Because it's fine if you're spending maybe 30 minutes a day, you just want to check up on Instagram, but it can become a problem if you're spending 4 hours a day on Instagram or 5 hours a day on Instagram, just scrolling and scrolling. It's extremely important to be aware of that. And that's why I think it's really cool that now with phones and with these apps and everything, you can see exactly how much time you're spending on there. Because when you're just using the app for like 2 minutes at a time, you may not realize that at the end of the day, you've been using the app for 3.5 hours because it's just been a couple minutes just here and there. And so that's why I think it's super important to be aware of exactly where your energy is going. Because oftentimes you'll find that having social media is great because it allows you to still kind of see what people are up to, but at the same time, it can be damaging to your mental if that's all you're doing, is seeing what everyone else is up to, and you're not making anything happen for yourself. Because if you see that, oh, all your friends are on vacation and they're doing this and they're doing that, and your buddy so-and-so just bought a house or bought a car, you're seeing these things and it's great. And a lot of people tend to get FOMO in that situation where they're like, oh, so-and-so bought a car, I wish I was buying a car, so-and-so is in Cancun, they're in, wherever, and I wish I was there. But ultimately, it all comes down to where your energy is going, because maybe if you put a little more time in at work, or maybe you put a little more time into starting a side hustle or something like that, you could put yourself in position where you actually have the money to do those things because you were aware of where your energy was going. And because you just simply redirected your energy from strictly social media and just kind of seeing what everyone else was up to, and you channeled some of that energy into something that could make you better, you ultimately reaped the rewards from that decision. And that's something that, of course, I'm still trying to work on. I think now that I've been recording YouTube videos and everything, I've been trying to really channel my energy into that and growing this channel and just being more mindful with my consumption. So sometimes I'll like watch videos to get inspiration for different titles and different things I can talk about with you guys. But that's really, I try not to go down that rabbit hole of just watching YouTube videos for a couple hours every day. And so I hope if that's you guys too, I hope you guys find this video helpful. And I hope this video is kind of like a reminder for all of us to remember to be mindful with where our energy is going and where we're spending time, whether it's time that we need to be directing towards a craft or time that we need to be directing towards things that we really need to do. And so I hope that this video is kind of something that, also I can use to hold myself accountable. And so, yeah, if you guys found value from this video, I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.